I didn't think a marriage could unravel without shouting or slam doors. I believed betrayal would announce itself loudly, with obvious signs and undeniable proof. I was wrong. Sometimes it arrives quietly, wrapped in casual certainty, spoken like a plan already approved. My name is Callum Wright. I'm 43, married to Elise for 11 years. Or at least, I was married in every way that mattered until one ordinary sentence exposed how far gone we were. Elise wasn't reckless. That's what made it worse. She was methodical, organized, always 10 steps ahead. When she told me she was meeting her ex, Rowan, she didn't frame it as a secret. She framed it as inevitability. We were in the kitchen, late evening, dishes drying, the house calm. She said his name like it still belonged in her mouth. Said he was in town. Said they were going to catch up. Then she paused, looked at me, and added, "I'll probably stay over." No apology, no hesitation, just information. Rowan wasn't a mystery. He was her college boyfriend. First love, the one she never fully buried. I knew the stories. I knew the comparisons she never voiced, but never hid either. He was spontaneous, artistic, unsettled, everything I wasn't. I was stability, predictable, safe, the man you choose when you're ready to stop dreaming and start managing life. I didn't react right away. That confused her. She expected resistance, maybe anger. Instead, I leaned against the counter and waited. Silence makes people talk. She filled it by explaining she felt disconnected, that she needed closure, that it didn't mean anything, that it meant everything. She contradicted herself without noticing. She was already elsewhere. What hurt wasn't the ex. It was the certainty. She had already decided I would tolerate it, that I would swallow another compromise, another erosion. For years, I had been shrinking myself to keep the peace, saying yes when I wanted to ask why, staying calm when I felt invisible. She mistook my restraint for weakness. I thought about all the nights I waited up while she worked late, the weekends I planned that she half attended, the way intimacy became scheduled, then delayed, then forgotten. I remembered the look she gave her phone, the one she never gave me anymore. Focused, alive, present. She finished talking and watched me carefully, like someone observing an experiment. I realized then that this wasn't a test. It was a conclusion. She was seeing how much of me was left. I walked to the sink, rinsed my glass, set it upside down on the towel. Small movements. Controlled. I felt strangely calm. Not numb. Clear. A line had been crossed, and clarity followed. I turned to her and said 2 words. "I'm done." Not loud. Not sharp. Just accurate. She laughed at first. A reflex. Then she saw my face. No anger. No pleading. No threat. Just finality. Her smile collapsed. She asked what I meant. I didn't explain. I didn't argue. I didn't negotiate. I walked past her, up the stairs, into our bedroom. I packed slowly. Clothes. Charger. Watch. Wallet. The essentials. I didn't rush because I wasn't fleeing. I was choosing. Downstairs, I heard her pacing. She knocked once, then again. Asked if we could talk. I didn't answer. There was nothing left to clarify. She already understood consequences. She just hadn't expected them to arrive so quietly. When I carried my bag back down, she was standing near the door, blocking it with uncertainty. She said we were married, that we owed each other a conversation, that she hadn't done anything yet. I looked at her and realized she believed intent didn't count. That preparation wasn't betrayal. That planning another night with another man was still innocent if nothing physical happened. I told her marriage wasn't a lease you pause while exploring better options. I told her respect doesn't require proof to be violated. I told her I wasn't competing with her past for a future she no longer wanted with me. Then I opened the door. She followed me onto the porch. The air was cold. Her voice cracked. She said I was overreacting, that she needed space, that I was proving her doubts right. I nodded, not because I agreed, but because I accepted that her narrative no longer mattered. I stepped off the porch and didn't look back. I stayed at a hotel that night, slept better than I had in months. In the morning, there were messages, missed calls, a shift in tone, confusion replacing confidence. She asked where I was, when I'd be back, if we could talk. I didn't respond. Silence had already done its work. Later, I learned she never went to Rowan's. She said my words changed everything, that she realized what she was about to lose, that she panicked, that she stayed home waiting for me, that she cried. All of it came too late. Decisions reveal values. Panic only reveals fear. I didn't leave because she chose her ex. I left because she assumed I would accept being optional. Because she spoke about spending the night with another man as if it were a minor inconvenience I'd learned to live with. Because in that moment, she showed me exactly how small she believed I was. 2 words were enough. Not because they were powerful, but because they were true. When respect ends, explanations become unnecessary. Walking away isn't dramatic. It's deliberate. And sometimes, the quietest exit is the loudest boundary a man can set.